Oh my god, guys. The Lakers just traded for Russell Westbrook. There's no way we can lose now. And on top of that, we're getting DeMar DeRozan. Oh my gosh, we're gonna be unbeatable.
Ho, brother, ho, whoa, 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 now. You got too much dip on your chip.
It was announced on July 29th that Russell Westbrook will be traded to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, as well as a 22nd pick in that year's draft. While on the surface, just looking at the names on paper, having Westbrook, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis on the same team at the same time sounds like an absolute juggernaut of a squad. It's probably going to be the reason for many broken controllers on 2K22. When you really look at it, it doesn't really solve any Los Angeles problems. In fact, if you look at this trade objectively, you could really make the case that the Los Angeles Lakers did nothing but get worse. Besides bringing a big name to the Los Angeles Lakers, this is nothing more but look like a last-ditch effort in order to capitalize on a closing championship window, considering the fact you have an aging LeBron James and an always injury-prone Anthony Davis. I don't really see what adding a non-shooting guard like Russell Westbrook will actually do for this team, besides potentially bring them down and potentially completely ruining what's left of the championship window. On top of that, there's rumblings of DeMar DeRozan coming to the Lakers, who, mind you, shot 26% from the three-point line on 1 attempt per game. Man, the Lakers might as well be in a construction crew. All them bricks they're going to be laying out this year. Hell, they might be able to even finish that GTA 5 building that's never got finished in the game. Now, I'm not a GM or anything like that, but in my humble opinion, they shouldn't have went in the direction of a shooter like Buddy Hield, who has been on the trade block for years, and there were reports that the Kings wanted way less for Buddy Hield than the Wizards wanted for Russell Westbrook. So you're going to get a potential player that fit the lineup better for less of an asking price, and you could have kept what little bench depth you even had left. Buddy Hield last season shot a scorching hot 40% from the three-point line on 10 attempts per game last season. Now, looking at those numbers, that's a whole lot of shooting. And a whole lot of shooting is exactly what the Lakers needed for last season. Because when looking at these numbers for the Los Angeles Lakers from the three-point line, the fact that Buddy Hield even fell into their lap and they completely fumbled it, it might really come back to haunt them in the future. These dudes were shooting 34.9% from the three-point line. That's ranked 23rd in the NBA, so they're basically in the bottom half. And then you consider the fact that in the trade for Russell Westbrook, they traded Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who, despite all the Twitter memes about him being a bad player, if he can do one thing, it's shoot the three, considering the fact he shot 41% on 4 attempts. And then Kyle Kuzma, which I know besides all the Shanghai Sharks jokes and all that, the dude can at least hit a three-pointer. He shot 36% on basically 6 attempts per game. Montrezl Harrell being another key energy piece for the Lakers last season, also was given up in the Westbrook trade. He averaged 13.5 points and 6 boards, which don't seem like a lot. But the thing about Montrezl Harrell is what he does that doesn't show up in the stat sheet. The energy that he can provide for a team when they're down in the dumps is incomparable to a lot of players in the NBA. He also provided help in the big man department for the Los Angeles Lakers last year, since a player like Marc Gasol is no longer in the prime of his career. Do the Lakers seem to care about that? Nah, they rather have Russell Westbrook, who, while he can provide another ball handler for when LeBron isn't on the court, he could lead the second unit when AD is on the bench as well. What second unit is there to speak of when they literally just traded all the depth they had left? Yeah, I've seen the rumblings of, the Lakers could get Carmelo, or, the Lakers could get Rudy Gay. But at this point in their careers, what do they really provide? Unfortunately for the Lakers, this isn't 2013 anymore. Carmelo Anthony and Rudy Gay can't score the ball at an elite level, and they have and always will be negatives on the defensive end, and even more as they continue to age into their late 30s. Yeah, it's a feel-good story for Carmelo Anthony. He can finally get a ring after playing in the league for damn near 20 years. And don't take this as like some type of hate speech towards Melo or anything like that. I have nothing but respect for the brother. But at the same time, can we really rely on bro having anything else left in the tank in order to provide for a championship team in a prominent role? Then on top of all those bricklayers, you want to lay on DeMar DeRozan, who, yes, while he is a good player, is he really going to provide enough for the Lakers? This would do nothing else for the Lakers besides add yet another feel-good story to the team, but not really any depth nor with anything that they need on the court from a guard. Can't shoot. He has improved as a playmaker, I'll give him that. But other than that, he's just another big name guard. Can't do anything besides clog up the paint on the offensive end. And plus, the way the Lakers' cap room is set up, they won't have nearly enough money to sign him for the amount of money he's projected to have on the market, unless he's willing to take a massive pay cut and ring chase. If I was in Rob Pelinka's shoes and I had a conversation with the Wizards discussing the trade, it wouldn't be geared around Bradley Beal rather than Russell Westbrook. At least Beal actually fits the criteria of what the Lakers need. Beal is an elite scoring guard that can create his own shot, has a very reliable three-pointer. Just everything that the Lakers need, he provides in an ample size. He literally checks off in every box that the Lakers need, except defense. Anything else that the Lakers need, he's elite at. So the fact that by all signs it seems like the Lakers didn't even try to entertain a Bradley Beal trade is kind of crazy to me. But maybe I'm just talking out my butt. I don't know what I'm talking about. And this is the only trade that the Wizards would allow the Lakers to make. But like I said, if I was in Pelinka's shoes, I definitely would have did everything I could in my power to pull off this trade rather than the Westbrook one. There's been reports saying that Bradley Beal said that he wanted to stay in Washington. I don't see why. If I was him, I would be getting on the first flight immediately out of D.C. But hey, that's just me. If he's willing to watch his career go to waste in D.C. on losing teams, can't do nothing but respect him. He's a grown man. That's his decision. He'll do what he wants to do. Hey, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just tripping. I'm overreacting. I'm not looking at things the way other people see it. And the Lakers are just going to grab everybody up in the free agency, go on to win the championship. LeBron's going to get his 6th ring, be the undisputed GOAT. But in my opinion, the way I see it right now, do I think he's going to win?
Nah.